What up? This is DJ Caleb. Welcome to the DJ Blog 101. We're back in my office, aka / studio, aka where the money's made. Like I told you guys before, I'm going to show you the actual record. I'm going to show you how it was done prior to Serato, prior to Traktor, prior to us having all those different things. I also told you guys one of the major key components that a DJ needs is actually also headphones. So I'm going to show you my headphones. These are the Numark Red Waves. These go for about $100. The main thing you want to look for to DJ in headphones, or cans as they call them, is isolation. While you're DJing, you're going to be hearing other music come in. So normally when you're doing queuing, someone's going to be playing through the main speaker, and then you're also going to hear what's on the other record. You need to be able to isolate what's going on in the room so that you can hear what you need to hear to queue up the next record. So that's the main thing you want to look whenever you're trying to buy headphones. These are about $100, $150, a little bit, expensive. Make sure you get a protection plan on them, because if the wire shorts out or anything happens, you can have an issue, and they're really expensive. Another thing that you want to look for when you're buying headphones is how long the wire is. Before, actually, when you DJ'd, you'd have to go back and forth the crates. And I'll show you a crate to give you guys an example, to actually find records. And if your cable isn't long enough, of course, when you're going back to another crate, you're going to end up either stretching the cable and shortening it out, or you're going to end up pulling it out of the actual mixer itself. So you want to be very conscious of how long your cable is, and also the isolation. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to show you the first record. This is actually courtesy of Def Jam. Back then they had an actual record pool, so this is a 4321, which is the record that we're going to use for today. It's an old school to today's standards, record by LL Cool J when it was on Def Jam. If you notice, on the record itself, I'm trying to get a close-up here, you can see these little spaces on the records. This is what's called the grooves. These little lines are called the grooves. That's where the needle sits in. And while the needle sits in here, it plays the record using magnetic strips and stuff like that. Also, within the grooves, you'll notice that there's a space. Where there's a space, that's the beginning of a new song. So this tank would be track 1, this would be track 2, this would be track 3. So if you were having a CD player, 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. So that's the record. I'm going to show you a little bit how to place it in the groove. Oh, one other thing before we go, I want to show you this mark. A lot of DJs, especially myself, when you're doing tricks, you put a mark where the record either normally starts or where you want to cut at. A signature point. So while the record's going around, you match that mark with where the needle is. You'll know every time this record goes where that needle is, that's when it starts. You need to know that because, of course, if you're cutting or you want to start a record and you're doing, and you're DJing or whatever, it just makes it 120% easier than as opposed to you guessing where to start at. Now I know every time this passes a certain point on the turntable, that's where I need to play the record. So without further ado, I'm gonna show you a couple of things, maybe a couple of scratches. I won't get as technical, but I'll show you how to play the record, how to cue it up, stuff like that. All right. Thank you again for tuning in. I'll see you in the next segment, the DJ Blog 101. I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I enjoy making it. Big shout out to Marywood University. Thank you guys for allowing me the opportunity to do this, and I hope I get an A. All right. So that's what it is. We'll come back on the next segment, and I'll show you some things using the record and how it works, and then I'll give you the compare and contrast using Serato. All right, again, this is DJ Caleb signing off. Welcome to the DJ Blog 101. That's the DJ Blog 101.